Let me tell you a story that starts not in Hollywood or Silicon Valley, but on a sunny day in Wichita, Kansas. It's the 7th of May, 1998, and a baby named James Stephen Donaldson, Jimmy to his friends, is born. Now you might be thinking, what sets this kid apart from everyone else? Jimmy grew up in a middle-class home with the typical sibling drama and family dinners. But even then, he had an itch for something bigger. He wasn't gifted millions or raised by media moguls. He was just a regular kid who'd face his own battles, like Crohn's disease in high school. But here's the twist. Instead of letting setbacks define him, Jimmy got hooked hyper-obsessed, really on a site you probably know all too well, YouTube. Isn't it wild how a regular teenager with a camera phone and a dream could lay the groundwork for a digital empire? Picture a 13-year-old hunched over a computer uploading his very first video under the name MrBeast 6000. The year is 2012. At first, Jimmy's content was all over the map. Let's plays of Minecraft, commentary on YouTube trends, even poking fun at other creators' cringe-worthy intros. Now, maybe you're asking, did he blow up overnight? Absolutely not. His subscriber count barely broke 240 inches those early days. Why? Inconsistency, lack of direction. But here's where persistence, a word that's almost cliche but so powerful, enters the chat. By 2015, Jimmy zeroed in on a niche, roasting bad YouTube intros. Suddenly, the algorithm took notice. Technical term alert, algorithm. Think of it as YouTube's invisible matchmaker, connecting videos to viewers. His subscriber base hit 30,000 by mid-2016. Still, those numbers meant little compared to the vision burning in his mind. Now, let's set the scene for the moment everything changed. It's 2018, and Jimmy, now fully invested in the MrBeast persona, uploads a video that's as ridiculous as it is mesmerizing. Him counting to 100,000. Yes, you heard that right. Try to imagine doing anything repetitive for over 40 hours straight. Viral? That's an understatement. This video triggered a phenomenon. He realized the formula wasn't just go big or go home, it was go bigger, then give it all away. Soon, Jimmy was shattering glass with megaphones, watching paint dry, even staying underwater for 24 hours. But it was the generosity that stuck. Tipping delivery drivers $100, then $10,000 as sponsors, those mega corporate backers began to notice. The feedback loop was set. The more outrageous the challenge, the bigger the giveaway, the higher the views. That's the virality engine at work, a technical term for the explosive cycle of shareable content. So, how does a YouTuber go from quirky stunts to orchestrating real-life versions of Squid Game and handing out millions? Let's talk scale. By 2018, MrBeast was already distributing $1 million to strangers. The next step, spectacle. Imagine designing a battle royale in Los Angeles with $200,000 on the line, or hosting a rock, paper, scissors tournament that pulls in over 662,000 live viewers, a YouTube record. Then comes the infamous Squid Game recreation, complete with 456 contestants and a $456,000 prize. Now, you might be thinking, is this even sustainable? Well, that's where the sponsorship flywheel comes in. Another fun bit of business jargon, meaning one event feeds the next, building unstoppable momentum. Every viral event meant more sponsors, bigger budgets, and crucially, more lives changed. Let's pull back the curtain. You might be muttering, how on earth does MrBeast afford to give away so much? The answer is a symphony of revenue streams. First, sponsorships. Names like Honey and TikTok pour funding into his projects, sometimes up to $500 million per campaign. That's the inflow. Then, the outflow. Extravagant giveaways. But don't forget about the YouTube ads thanks to a subscriber base topping 100 million, his CPM, or cost per mil, that's ad speak for earnings per 1,000 views, stacks up fast. And what's a modern mogul without merch? MrBeast's merchandise shop is like a digital goldmine. Every hoodie sold is another brick in the empire. Pause and consider. It's not just about piling up wealth. It's a business model built for generosity. But what really defines MrBeast isn't the cash, it's what he does with it. In 2019, he and Mark Robber launched number Team Trees, raising $20 million to plant over 24 million trees. Fast forward to 2021. Number Team Seas takes aim at ocean pollution with an audacious goal to remove 30 million pounds of plastic from our waters. It's not all just big numbers either. He started Beast Philanthropy, a YouTube channel solely dedicated to charitable work. Ever heard of a food bank started by a YouTuber? Now you have, and here's where the emotional arc peaks. In January 2023, MrBeast funded cataract surgeries for 1,000 people who couldn't see and couldn't afford hope. Just picture that, 1,000 lives transformed, not just by money, but by kindness. Isn't that the kind of impact most of us only dream about? So, after all this, what's the real lesson from the story of MrBeast Jimmy Donaldson from Wichita? Maybe you're thinking, he's just lucky, or that could never be me. But here's the truth. His journey is a masterclass in relentless creativity, smart risk-taking, and above all, generosity. He's proof that you don't need a trust fund, just obsession, resilience, and a little bit of tech savvy. Let me end with a challenge. What if you took your wildest idea and chased it, not just for fame, but to make a difference? How might your story inspire someone else? Drop your thoughts, and remember, each of us has the power to spark change. Until next time, keep dreaming big and giving even bigger.